Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Tech Skills Hub. This is where you get tips and tricks about Power BI. So today's video, we are going to see a very useful scenario that we come across, and this can help you in a lot of ways. So I have a simple project here with multiple tables. So if you look at internet sales table, you can see multiple date fields are there. So I have order date, I have due date, I have ship date. Now there is a relationship between date and the order date. Now, you may have to create the visuals depending on ship date or depending on due date in addition to order date. Now, what are the different ways you can do it? There are two scenarios or two ways we can do it. So one, you create multiple date tables and create a relationship between those tables with individual date fields. Means one, make a copy of this date table and create a relationship between this date and ship date, and create one more table, then create a relationship between the date and due date. But the problem with this approach, every copy you create of this date table, your project will become heavy because the more tables you create, the size of the project increases. But is there a better way to do this? Yes, it is. What we can do is we can create additional relationships between this date, single date table with other dates. So for example, let me create a relationship between the date and ship date. Now, what will happen is it will create one more relationship, but the relationship will be inactive. So between two tables, there can be only one active relationship at a time. All other relationships will be inactive. Now, using this relationship dynamically, we can calculate the measures. Using the measures, we can calculate the values we want, and we can use that in the visuals. So this is the trick we need to use. So by this method, you don't have to create multiple date tables. A single table will serve our purpose. So let's see how we can do this. Now I already have a simple table here where I'm showing the year, and I've already created one measure, which is the total sales based on the order date. So since it is a default relationship, active relationship, we don't have to do anything. Now let's create one more measure. This is for calculating my sales depending on the shipping date. So I'll create one more measure and I'm going to create. So it's a very simple measure here. So calculate the sales, total sales, which we already used. Same thing I'm going to use here. And the key thing here is using the function use relationship. So this will take two parameters. So you have to mention the table 1 and the field, table 2 and the field between which we have already created the relationship. Now create this measure, and now let's add these two values and see what we will get. Now based on the order date, so this is the value we are getting for each year. And when I do based on the ship date, it will be different. You can clearly see, even though the total value is same, there is a difference between the two, because the shipping date, if you are ordering at the end of the year, it may go to the next year. That is why we are seeing the differences between the two values. However, the total value is same. I hope this trick has helped all of you. So especially when you are having multiple dates in your table and you want to use a single date table to create your measures, then this is the best approach we can follow. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was of great use to you. And if you want to learn Power BI, do register for one of my courses. The details are given in the description. Also, don't forget to click the subscribe button to get such more videos. Thank you so much. See you again in the next video.